Myself and Arun Kumar from SS College of Technology in the Department of EC. I am going to share about this internetworking in data link layer and network layers. So initially the internet work has been framed by internet protocol. The protocols are set of rules and regulations which is accepted by both sender and receiver. For example, if you want to transmit more number of data to the receiver means, then the receiver has to be fetched and identifying the data based on the acknowledgements. So those acknowledgement based on number of password protections and data loss and data receivers. So need to check while they receiving the data based on two protocols. First one is TCP protocols and UDP protocols. So the TCP is transmission control protocol and UDP is user datagram protocol. So it has been used for two way of sending the information. First one is wired connections and wireless connections. For wired connections, the TCP the TCP protocols are used for making wired connections. For wireless connections, we need to use this UDP user datagram protocol connections. For example, in UDP, it has been used for online games. For example, if you are using PUBG game, we are using more number of a number of users for getting an same data. So that the UDP wireless connections are very useful to send the same resources or same information to the receivers based on the acknowledgements. Because it just indicate that I am just making my connections in a successful manner. You can also join with them. So like that, it just indicate to the receiver side so that we can make a number of connection at the same time by using this user datagram protocols. So some of the routing protocols are useful to send the data. Personal BGP, OSPF, and RIP, and others also help to routers to discover the best path for sending the data through the internet connections. The data has been forwarded to the next host or next node by the following OSI layers. First one is data link layer and physical layers. And physical layers are sending the number of bits to the data link layers, and then the data link layers are initiated the internet connections to the next node, next layers, so that it can forward the data based on the internet access. The network layers, initially the network layers are accepted the data based on TCP and UDP, then automatically just move to the next node S1 and S2, S3 up to the destination level. We can add more number of nodes based on the routers which are to be connected from source to destination end. Network layers and its informations. Initially, the data are fetched from the input sources. Then it just making a routing table because we are sending the data based on the priority of the nodes. There are some lot of routing algorithms are there. Based on the routing algorithm, it just communicate to the processing model. Then the packet has to be forwarded to the next data link layer. Once the data link layers are forwarded the data, then automatically the network layer has been fetched the informations based on the IP packet, because the IP addresses are received and based on the address only the data has to be processed, because each number of bits having number of IP address, so that I just check originality has been arrived or not. If it is not received at the processing model, then automatically it just retransmit to the source node, then automatically check the routing table, then it is processed without error has to be generated to the receiver side. So this is the process of network layer to the source and router and destination. Then the original data has been fetched and received at the another protocol layers. The same process, initially the router has been fetched to the layer. Then if the IP address is data link layer is forwarded, then if it is original or quality is received original means, then automatically it just communicate to the next hope or next receiver end. And then if it is having any error, then automatically redesign or remodify, and it can be able to forward the data through the IP address. So switching at the network layer in the internet uses the datagram approaches for packet switching process. So the communication at the network layer in the network is connectionless. Assessment. So what the broader gateway protocol BGP, because in general we are forwarding the data to the receiver side based on the number of protocols. The protocols are the medium. It does not allow to the receiver side without getting proper acknowledgement from the source. Then why it is an essential for interconnecting large networks like the internet. So what is the main purpose of this PGP? First one is autonomous system, because we are adding more number of system at a particular time, so that we don't know which kind of system is connected to the network. So we are in need of password protections. Next one is incremental updates, because if we are connecting more number of nodes, then which kind of nodes are updating the data, or forwarding the data, or reducing the bandwidth, we don't know. So we need to check the incremental updates for making the node connections. Next one is policy-based routing methods. The policy-based routing methods are based on cost factors. It is also a performance-based routing model, and also it is makes a more security while forwarding the data to the PGP node. Thank you.